double L double N E A R, because the billions are near.
Yes, they are.
I'm your host, Big Arm, the lad with the pad, aka here we go, aka the industry plug. Today we got a special guest. You know, Lateef can't be here today. He's going to introduce himself.
My name is Marcus.
Oh man, he got something a little hype than that, man.
All right,
Billionnear Radio, man.
All right. My name is Marcus. I've been in the industry for a
we
couple
don't care
years.
about all that. We don't care about all that. Just give it an intro, give it a name.
Mac Mill.
Let them know. Yeah, Mac Mill in the building.
Mac Mill in the building.
Building.
You know what I mean? I just try to introduce myself a little bit. You know what I mean? I ain't here for nothing.
That's cool. It's a good intro. It's an intro. It's an intro.
Yeah.
It's just that show that's going to keep you entertained. Always keep you entertained. You know, today,
sir.
If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe.
Hit that button.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. Billionaire Radio, new to the channel. We appreciate that. Today is season 2, episode 75, everybody. Yeah. And we're going to take you guys, actually, we're still going to take you guys on infamous plane ride. That's what we do. A little rocky, a little turbulence, but it's going to be a smooth landing. We live on Glockwood Radio. Just tune in. Yeah, we kicking down the glass.
Right.
Today's show is sponsored by Outfit for You of Family of Brands by Michael Keenan. If you want your brand to be successful, make money, listen, my guy Michael, he's the guy. Why do I say that? Because a lot of you guys, we're a lot of these fashion brands. Mm-hmm. And some of these fashion brands, his company helped build, such as WESC, Hurley, Steve Madden, Joseph Abboud, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, Sean John. You guys watching TV, understand, keep watching TV. His company, Wardrobe Styles, about 17 of these shows that you guys are watching. Some of these shows, NCIS, SWAT, Magnum PI, Blue Bloods, Law and Order, Chicago, This Is Us, and FBI shows. This is All of Us is how you pronounce the show. And FBI shows. Not a night you watch your TV, you're not going to see your stuff. He has a network of executives all over, entertainment, fashion, retail. He makes it happen. Hit him up directly, michael@outfitforyou.com, or just go to his website, outfitforyou.com. On that note, season 2, episode 75, we get rocking. I think I'm going to start something a little controversial because somebody just asked me a question. I was thinking about it. So sometimes these bartenders, right? These bartenders, they serving drinks, serving liquor, right? So at what point do the bartender says, hey, you had too much to drink versus, hey, I got bills to pay this week. It's like they got bills to pay this week. Rent may be due. You drunk. Do they still supposed to keep serving that drink? Or do they supposed to say, hey, you know what? You can't drink no more. I got to figure out another way to pay my bills.
I mean, it's the difference between responsibility and morality, too. You got to think about it like, oh, I got a family to feed, so I need this extra couple of dollars for, the school trip and all the et cetera stuff. And, you don't know what time of the year is. People got this, school coming up, probably got kids in college and stuff like that, taking care of family, and then they on that note, I gotta get this money. Then you like, oh, this person's trying to drive, and I don't want to do that, but I don't want to mess my money up. And you got your boss looking at you like, get that money, and we're gonna spend a couple more thousand, or a couple more hundred, or a couple 50 more. They don't care. They just try to get the money.
I think it's something to think about because people get DUIs, people get drunk, people get into car accidents. Like, how does that bartender feel when the person that you served all these drinks gets in an accident and dies? Like, you know what I mean? Does that make them say, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. Like, at what point do they say, I'm not going to serve you anymore? And just say, now I'm not saying there's some that may do it, but a lot of times they'll keep serving you that one more drink. I think there needs to be some kind of code because I think the systems are set up that you're supposed to get drunk and get a DUI because they're making money with them DUI.
Right. Everybody's making money and people are losing lives and limbs and all types of stuff. At the end of the day, it's like I said, it's the morality. If you was a bartender, would you stop serving a person?
No.
There you go.
No, yeah, I'm the bartender. I know everybody getting drunk.
Everybody getting drunk.
Everybody
you gonna go
getting
home. You gonna have a big trash bag full of money and go in the house and be like, I'm good with it. I'm contented. I made my money and I fed my family today. And that's the mentality. Sometimes with some jobs, you're gonna have to really be that person.
But here's the difference. If I'm the bartender, I'm gonna make sure we got a security outside, right? So when you leaving and you stumbling, they ask for your keys.
By law, you can't take nobody keys.
I didn't say take them. I said ask for your keys.
Yeah, but that's up to the person to do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But does it go to the point that you do something more genius like, okay, we got extra rooms upstairs. If you're too drunk, go stay upstairs.
Oh no, that's too many. That's not enough rooms.
But in the same sense, does it save lives that they don't leave?
I don't know.
And they're supervised. And you think
who's gonna pay for that? Supervise who? First of all,
but if they have an extra room or two in the building and the person is too drunk, do you put them there or let them go?
It's not enough people in there though. Think about it. How many rooms are there going to be? It's not enough rooms. Like
then you got to go by if the person's by themselves or they were friends, and then it's a very controversial. It's really like you can't win with that.
Yeah, it just came to my attention because people, I know people
money or your life,
people that died. Are accidents, and I talked to some bartenders. They would just raise these awareness that I find it interesting. But guess what? We know it's not a sports show, but guess what? EAGLES Eagles. Listen, we 3-0. We 3-0.
A good 3-0. We ain't barely move. We ain't barely win.
Y'all know I had to talk about the Eagles. Y'all know
we ain't barely win.
There's no way I cannot talk about the Eagles. We're dominating, man. Yeah, we had like 400-something yards offense. Leading. We were leading, I think like 447. We led the league
How
in
many
offense
sacks was done? Like 7 sacks?
I don't know.
4?
I don't know.
Like we were killing with.
I think it was 11. Might have been 11. I don't know. Might have been 11.
I lost count.
Might have been 11.
He just kept going down.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
Hey, like
it looks like, I'm not gonna say we have a Super Bowl year, but we got a good chance. If we go 6-0, just look out, everybody. Look out. We have the most dominating offense in the league right now. Nobody's offense more dominating than ours.
Right.
There's some with AJ Brown and Devontae just goes up and get the ball.
Yo, I will tell you, that's practice. They are practicing that same thing, because there's no way you're going to get it in the pocket like that 2 times in a row, back to back, for that many yards and a touchdown. He knew when to do it. So you got to understand that is a planned route for him to jump for that.
Listen,
and you can't stop him. He's too tall.
Listen, I was just he's actually 6 feet. I checked it out. He's 6 feet, 170. He looked like he light, but he got ups.
Yeah,
he got ups. He outjumps everybody. He cooked with his feet. And he run those routes. But AJ Brown is huge though. AJ Brown's like almost 230. He's like 6'2", 226. He comes through. It's like it's a problem.
Yeah,
and he
runs that offense ain't been that good for a while.
He was a low 4.4.
That offense is good, but that defense, wow.
Yeah,
they was destroying them.
Yeah, defense is tough. Sacks, everything is tough. Like I said, I don't want to get too excited because it's early.
Yeah,
a lot of football left.
Let them gel some more.
But right now we're 3-0.
Yeah, just let them gel. Just let them gel some more. That's what we're praying for them to gel some more so they can execute more. That's all we want. But all in all, let's clap it up for the Eagles.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a dominant win.
Definitely. So yeah, switching gears up. So found something interesting, right? Because your boy Spike Lee came at Tyler Perry, and he says the whole wearing the dress thing is an issue. Spike Lee felt like it was an issue with the community as far as the black guy wearing the dress. And then Tyler Perry admits that he felt uncomfortable putting on the dress, even though he's playing Madea. And he said because the fans like it, is making all kinds of money and getting attention, he's stuck with it.
Well, that goes again the more, your integrity or your morality of anything. You got to understand, are you gonna put that dress on for that money, or are you gonna keep your dignity as a man? Like, no, I'm gonna not put that dress on. I did it already. I'm just gonna get somebody to do Madea as a woman, and I'm gonna fall back.
Well, no, you
But
can't. Well,
after a while, you can't do it because you're stuck with the character.
I think what makes Madea funny, really, because I laugh. Like, you can't tell me Medea's not funny. It's a hilarious character.
I don't watch it.
I don't know how you can't watch it. It's hilarious. Why? Because of the dress thing? Or you just don't watch it?
All right. It kind of creeps me out.
All right. Well, here's the thing.
I can tell you why it creeps me out.
You don't even realize that you're watching a man in the dress sometime. You know what I mean? You just laughing.
He don't turn it off. I did security before when he did his thing at the Leocourt Center, and he doesn't turn it off. So when I was sitting backstage, he was still in the Madea voice.
Yeah.
When it was off the stage, it was very weird to me.
But
like,
here's the thing.
You're off
all
the
right,
stage,
so
dude.
Before that, did you watch the show?
I watched the show, and I was in the front, and I was in the back.
No, before you found out he didn't turn it off, were you a fan of Madea watching the show?
No, not really.
All right, so that doesn't make sense. We can't say that that's why you don't watch it.
I didn't watch it. I just didn't find it that I wasn't.
You didn't find nothing funny about Madea.
Not really.
You know, but he actually said he felt uncomfortable, you know, in doing it, which is interesting because you would never think that Tyler Perry felt uncomfortable. But if you're watching the internet, are you noticing there's a lot of men, right, dressing like women to get their point across with these comedy skits? Now, in my opinion, I feel like that's some of them really showing the truth. It's like they're using that skit to show their truth. It's like, you know what? I want to put, like, they've been dying at cars dress. They've been dying upon women's clothes. Because I don't see, I can tell many of the jokes, but I can be the woman talking, but I'm not going to put the wig on and the dress on.
So you got to understand this. They want to appeal to women.
All right.
So who are the most viewers on the internet?
I'm gonna say it again.
So if you do crack jokes and act like men, because women are actually gravitated to homosexual men too. They're gravitated to them, so they're their friends. They're this, they're that. So basically, you got two types of people that's going to watch you. You're going to have to watch the transgenders or gay people, or you're going to watch basically women, and they're all going to watch it. If you look on a person and you look on their analytics, and you go down and see how many people are watching them, you'll see it's mostly women and gay people. They're not men.
But here's the thing.
So if they look, they're doing whatever they need to do to get the money and fame and get their 15 minutes or whatever more time they can get out of it.
All right, but
that's what they're doing.
This is my point, though. Are you going to wear a dress, though? That's what I'm saying. If you're a gay person being gay, fine, different. I'm talking about the straight man claiming they straight, putting on a dress. Some even go as far as let me put lipstick on, put the bonnet on. Like, are you going to go that far? Is what I'm saying, to get your point across for a joke. That's what I'm saying.
They are doing it.
Yeah,
they're that desperate.
I think that's a problem. You know what I mean? I think that's going a little too far just to get your joke across.
Us talking about it might raise some flags because we supposed to be like equal.
Who's we?
We as the people.
It's Billionaire Radio, man. We do what we do. Okay. We rock, man. Listen. We got our own opinion. We don't agree with everybody. You know what I mean?
They're going to have a problem with what you say because now these dudes is putting all this stuff on and all this, and then they'll be like, oh, it's okay because I'm doing it as a character.
I have no friends, no hood friends. No friends in my circle that I know of putting on dresses to impress these jokes. I know a lot of people. I have nobody that I know. Now, if they're doing it, I don't know about it. It's a different story. There's nobody I know that are men that are dressing like women to try to get their joke across. That's what I'm saying.
I don't need that much attention.
I don't
need that type of attention. I don't want that much attention. I'm cool. I'm just going to be a regular man. I'm cool. To do all that, for you to just get a view, I'm something wrong with you.
Right, and that's the whole thing. Spike Lee had a whole problem with that. That's what I'm saying. He has a whole problem with that whole concept because it's the whole. Remember, they said Hollywood always want to try to put the black man to dress there. They got this whole thing, so they feel like Madea found a way to do it. Everybody gravitate to it. Like I said, I never found nobody that really. My thing is, if you're gay, just be gay. See, that's my thing. Let's be clear. If you're gay, be gay. That's fine. But you can't pretend like you're straight and that gay. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what
nah.
Yeah. See, that's the part where it's the problem. Because like I said, I mean, are you going to put on a skirt for a skit? Or I say, hey, Marcus, internet, real quick, put this skirt on real quick. It's going to be funny. It's going to be laugh. Put this bonnet on your head, and I want you to do this skit for me. Pretend like you my grandma or something, and I'm going to do this. Are you going to do it?
Nah, bro.
Exactly.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely not.
If I said, Marcus, I got a stack for you. Put the dress on.
Nah, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely not.
That's my point.
Absolutely not.
That's my point.
You got a woman that's probably standing right there. And I'm be like, tell her to be the grandmama. I'll just turn around and be the cameraman for all this. I'm not doing that. I'm acting like a grandma with a full beard. Wait, that's wild. Like,
yeah.
Maybe have a full beard so acting like a grandma. Like,
yeah.
What's wrong with you? But some grandmoms do be having full beards, but
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know what? And I feel like grandmas that have full beards, their family members are wrong because somebody should go shave those beards for the grandmother.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a family member that should go, hey, Granny, let me shave your beard.
Let's take you to the spa, Grandma.
Let me shave your beard. I feel like grandma should shave the beard. You get the beard shaved. That's all
I mean, I'll be seeing some grandmas be shaping it up, having whole goatees and whatnot. I'll be like,
yeah, I just feel like, you know, yeah, if you have a grandma and she has a beard, please shave it for her. It's not fair. It's not cool, you know.
You know, there's plenty of wax places and things like that.
Take care of your shave the beard, man.
Just shave her, you know. Just take the time. Just take the time to love your grandma. If you love your grandma, don't let her walk out like that.
Yeah, shave the beard, y'all.
No, just cut it off.
That's all we saying is shave the beard, you know.
You know. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Okay. Recently, DJ Alchemist talked about on an interview. Academics, whatever his name is.
It's funny. I'm just gonna say that's funny. Go ahead.
Yeah, and he's gonna talk about old school rappers and how they're broke and dusty because they don't have no money. And I'm like, wow, that's.
Well, he said most of them, but you know what? He has a good point though.
He does.
He has a good point because he's saying that. See, a lot of old school rappers are not, so let's just put it this way. A lot of old school rappers and artists, they're broke and dusty. Not broke and dusty because they have no money, but broke and dusty because they're not teaching the game to the youth how they got in the situation with bad contracts.
Right.
A lot of them are not sharing the game. So that's where it comes from. It's like you got yourself in a bad situation, so teach the next generation what not to do.
Okay, I'm gonna elaborate on that. They don't really need to teach them anything no more. It's the power of Google. And then if you want to learn something, you can go there. I can go on my phone now and know how to do certain things. But as a responsibility of a man that went through something and the next person is coming up, yes, you should do that. Are they obligated to do it? No. So Alchemist was right.
You mean academics? Academics.
I keep calling him Alchemist.
Alchemist is a dope producer. But
Alchemist. Because I like Alchemist.
Right.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. But academics, I don't know. He just be saying the dumbest things ever.
I don't think he said the dumbest thing. I think his perspective.
I say he
is from no, because here's the thing.
But that situation, I'll give him that. Like, I'll give him that. He's right because they should be teaching, not complaining about how things are being handled.
I mean, but it makes sense. Had to step in and say what he said. He was upset, saying some has money, some don't. But you gotta understand, a lot of old school is not teaching the new school. You get what I'm saying? And that's where that comes from. And he was just saying, if you're saying you're started hip hop, then why you don't have any money? And that's what he was getting at. And then people are saying, well, because they had bad situations, bad contracts, things like that happen, got taken advantage of. So
it was the belief of hip hop back then, and no one really put money into it. So they had to take the contract that they could take.
Well, they took the hits. The first people that actually were involved in hip hop that started in the pioneers. They laid the foundation, and it wasn't a brand or that much money behind hip hop yet. So they opened the doors to show what hip hop can do, so that the younger generation actually benefit off of it. So
what you're saying is, they took the hit to teach the youngins how to dodge.
I mean, they just took the hit, but they didn't teach anything. Like
some of them,
there's a big separation gap between the old school and the new school. You know,
some of them taught them. Some of them stepped up and taught them. It's a lot that taught them, but it's a lot that just didn't say nothing at all. It's just the lack of responsibility.
I want to tag on what you said about Google. The problem with Google is a lot of people that's fake, they go to Google. Like, if you're not in this industry, you're not going to understand. Like, me being in the industry, I'm going to tell you, when people talk to me about all these conversations and things they see online, I'm like, that's crazy because unless you're in the industry, you don't know what goes on in the industry. So the problem with Google is you're getting a point of view from people that's, they have their assumptions and things. Some of them may be true, and maybe a percentage that's true, but most of the time it's coming from somebody that's not in the industry. When you talk to people who's in the industry, they don't talk that way. But people can either tell you, don't do this, or I heard that. And whenever somebody tells me that, they have no idea I'm in the industry. And I meet somebody and I go, oh wow, so did you model? Was you an artist? What did you do? Oh no, my girlfriend needs to model, or oh no, my friend. Like you hear that kind of stuff, but they themselves are not involved in the industry, and they're telling everybody else what's going on, but you haven't been there. Because it doesn't really play out the way you think it does. When you get involved and you understand more of the politics and how things work, then you have a different perception.
Right.
That's my whole point. So I don't agree with to go to Google to find out, to look stuff up with your contract, because
get a contract lawyer at the end of the day.
But here's the thing. A lot of people can't afford entertainment lawyers. We got to start with that. Entertainment lawyers are not cheap.
Not at all.
Not cheap. So if you don't have a major deal, you can't get an entertainment lawyer. And trust and believe, a criminal lawyer is not the same as an entertainment lawyer.
Not at all.
They're not going to understand half the contract the way they understand the basics of it, but not the whole schematics of how it all works, because they do a criminal law. Entertainment is a whole different twist with like how many songs you got to do, what considered an album, what considered an LP, things like that, to get out of your contract. And speaking of DJ Academics, you see what he was talking about. He came at Lil Wayne's daughter because she was dating Wife and Lucci, and now he looking at all this jail time from the RICO law that's going on with the whole situation with Young Slug. He said she got a new boyfriend now. She on the internet, so he came at her saying like, "Hey, you left, you left, and now you got a whole nother situation." And the mom stepped up. Lil Wayne's baby mom stepped up and was like, "Look, you're not gonna be calling her out her name and this, that, and whatever." And so Academic stays, and it's like all these controversies.
That's how he makes his money, through controversy.
I don't knock it though.
Yeah, I mean, he can keep himself relevant, but to talk about him and basically Lil Wayne's daughter and how she just left him while he was in jail, the loyalty factor is loyalty. You got to really think is by circumstances. Loyalty is by circumstances. So basically,
it's also
that's like this.
Too.
It's basically like this. Just say me and you out, and they about to roll on us. But before that, I was like, man, if anybody mess with you, I got your back. When it happens, I run.
Yeah,
but that came into
that happens 1,000 times.
Yeah. But that's how you determine the circumstances. If I stay, I'm a man of my word. If I leave, I'm a liar.
Yeah, but
you gotta understand. I don't go by face value. I go by when the situation happens. That's when I believe you after it's over.
Of course, every friendship is tested when it's not tested.
Exactly.
People think they have friends right now that they're not their friends. They think they are, but until you get in a situation, you don't know who your friend is.
Yeah,
every friendship has to be tested.
Every relationship has to be tested.
Right.
Has to be tested.
Everybody know I don't call nobody no homie or close to me or nothing until we go through something. Like we go through something. If you battle test, that's what we call it, battle testing.
Yeah, if I'm going through something and I don't gotta ask you twice, or if we somewhere and like, oh damn, I'm fucked up, and I ain't even have to say nothing, like, oh I got you, bro. Don't even worry about it, and then never ask for it back, and I do the same for you. That's solid to me. But if I do something for you and then you be like, and get weird with me, but I do it for you, our friendship ain't that great. Because now
I can't say that part though.
Because you gotta have an excuse of
that don't test the friendship to me. To me, what tests the friendship to me
is the honesty. If I asked you something, is the question.
I never look at money as where our friendship lies. You know what I'm saying? Anything to do with money and finances, I don't look at that as where my friendship lies. I look at when something goes down.
You sure you do?
And I know, 100%.
Because money can change a friendship.
That's fine, but that's money. Because here's the thing, money, you don't want money to ruin your friendship.
Because they don't mix.
You can't mix. Listen, if you ain't got it and I got it, cool. If I give it to you, you can't give it back to me, cool. I'm just going to be in your face.
But if you constantly do that.
listen, how can you constantly do it? I have to.
You constantly let him because that's your friend.
Exactly. So that's on me. Yeah. But that's my man. I'm just gonna clown you when we go out to eat. I'm like, come on, you broke guy, I got you. I'm gonna talk to you like that. But
what if he catch feelings?
Come on, I don't care. But I mean, he can catch feelings all he want. I'm gonna say, listen, you the broke guy. I gotta keep taking you out to eat. You the broke guy. I'm like, you know what? You my girlfriend. I'm gonna talk crazy to him. That's what we do. Yeah. But I'm not gonna break up the friendship. But what tested me is when the drama goes down. When drama goes down, I make that phone call and said I need you, and you drop everything and you there. That's what tests my friendship. That's how I test my relationship.
I mean, you can't just be fun. I mean, with the friendship, you can't be funny with anything. Because what I put out is what I want back, and then it's like I have that. I got that with you, bro. If what I put out is what I get back, and we solid. So that's what I'm saying. If I need you, you're there. If you don't hesitate, I don't hesitate. That's what friendship is. We don't hesitate. Like, I just went to my homie's wedding, and we just reconnected. I knew him since I was 6, 7 years old, right? And mind you, he's like, when we connected, he said he was getting married. He already had this thing, everything going. He said, if I had contacted you earlier, I would have put you in the wedding, of course. I said, I know.
What? Hold on. What? What? You lost me. You lost me. That makes no sense.
No, he did not have no contact with me at all.
That's impossible.
No, he had to get somebody else that he ran into.
That's impossible. For me, that's impossible because
he didn't even live in the state.
I don't care.
But, I was, I'm MIA, but I'm not MIA. But I knew why he couldn't get in contact.
I could get in touch with anybody who I say is my close friend, close homie. I don't care.
I did lose him. We lost each other for a lot of years.
You got the internet. You got social media. Right. I don't want to hear that.
But that's how he
was better off saying, you know what? I forgot to even put you in it. That would have been better.
But no. This is what happened, though. What happened was that,
And you're going to justify the situation.
No, that's fine. It's fine. Just like you said. We can't base everything off of everything.
I say you can't base off of finances.
But people happen. So he was like, damn, dog, somebody dropped out. I said, I'll do it. He said, for real? I was like, yeah. Well, tell me what I got to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool.
And then I stepped in. I even helped out setting up the ballroom and everything because that's my man. And he was like, well, his wife was like, well, damn, I need a friend like this.
Right.
She was like, damn.
I mean, well, everybody know you solid. So that's a whole different thing. That's why you sit that's why you sit in this chair right now, because you solid.
Yeah, I've been that way.
but here's the thing. Get the back on the whole YFA and Lucci and Lil Wayne's daughter, what they call her, Regina. No, it's pronounced like Regina, something like that. But for me, I felt like it was disrespect for her to
just run.
Why your dude's locked up, facing all this time, looking at 20, whatever he's looking at, you publicly have another. Like, you could have just not did it publicly. You get what I'm saying? If you want to do, like, think about that part of it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
well, women do that every day. That's nothing new.
No.
Women leave that man in jail every time for another man. That's not new.
No, I get that. You got to eat that because, but
that's the lifestyle.
But you don't know what the outcome is. You don't know what the outcome is. I'm saying it's not like he was sentenced already. It's different between he's sentenced. He's not sentenced. He didn't get his the first part. He didn't get anything yet. He's just sitting. So that's what I'm saying. You didn't even wait to say, okay, how does it going to turn out?
Because that's how most women are. Now, I ain't saying all women, but most women, they'll enjoy the lifestyle you give them, but once you get pinched or whatever, they're gone because they want to sustain that lifestyle. And that's basically what it is. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just how they are. They
Dude, wait a minute. Dude, that's terrible, man.
What?
Listen, I know women right now, right? I know women
I ain't
right
say
now.
all.
I know, but the way you talking,
but it is bad because it is bad.
I know what you're saying, but the way you talking,
it needs to be said that way. That's the problem. How are we going to candy coat a situation when you leave the man that took care of you for X amount of years and you didn't have to pay a bill? As soon as he gets pinched, you disappear and it's another nigga. No, that's unnecessary and it's uncalled for. Because if he took care of you that long, you should be taking care of him. Just like Gucci Mane's wife. Gucci Mane went to jail and she took care of him and they good and he ain't leave. So it's so many T.I.'s wife didn't leave. No, like all these people.
You naming all these high profile celebrities.
But I know, but I don't want to name.
They can't leave.
But no, I'm just saying it's other people.
You said women do it all the time.
Women do it all the time.
I know,
it's not new.
I know. I just feel like
it's not new. But
the way you make it sound is like you got a problem with women. That's what I'm saying.
No, I ain't saying I got a problem with women.
Like I'm just saying, like you got a vendetta against women. Like women always leaving all the time. But here's the thing. I'm just saying, wait till the guy get his charge first. Is what I'm saying.
They ain't even waiting for that.
That's all I'm saying.
They already done called the man when the cuffs got him.
You know.
Like they already called the other guy with the cuff. Oh yeah. Oh, you was trying to get at me. Oh yeah, my man just got the cuffs on him. Oh, we can go out now.
Right.
They on that note, like they ain't waiting. It's just the fact that, they want to sustain a lifestyle. Some of them want to sustain a lifestyle. And if you're in jail, they can't sustain that lifestyle.
But again, you got some women that are riders and they're gonna wait out with you to see what's gonna happen before they decide to make a decision.
I said some women.
I can't even, you know what, this is like, I tell you what's crazy though, right? I'm gonna flip it all around. So there's this mom, right? She actually sold her 6-year-old for sex in return for sneakers and some cash. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Sold her daughter, right?
Sold her daughter. So and so now she's looking at 23 years, of course, right?
But she deserved that.
But she went on a website, right? A dating website. Met this guy and offered, said, hey, listen. So instead of her putting her daughter up for adoption, she said, listen, I want to give you my 6-year-old daughter. And he said, okay, I got you some sneakers and some cash and a place to stay. Now, how terrible is that? The worst part about it is, the 6-year-old, so he films it on camera. And the 6-year-old, he's doing an act with her and he's filming it on the couch. This is terrible. And so the mom she's like, has no remorse. That's the sad part. And they looking at giving her 23 years. I had to say that because when I read that, I said, wait a minute. So they charging her with sex trafficking. So,
that's definitely sex trafficking.
So people actually would give their daughter up. That's crazy, right?
Because
I was reading it here, crackhead, drugs, something in it. I was like, it gotta be some drugs somewhere in there. We ain't get to the drugs.
You gotta think about it now that people are putting materialistic things over actual life.
Yeah, but I'm thinking
bad.
A pair of sneakers though.
People are putting
sneakers,
materialistic things
not a gold
before
necklace,
life.
Not a gold necklace, but sneakers. Even though
people are putting materialistic things before life. It's bad out here. That's all they're doing. They're just putting lives in jeopardy over materialistic things.
I was trying to figure out how they found out about, and the crazy thing, it was that website Plenty of Fish, which everybody go on a dating thing.
Ouch.
So, right, that's what I was saying. It was a dating site, and it was like you met this guy who's actually this pervert section. You meet this guy, and you let him have interactions or sexual disgustingness with your 6-year-old daughter, and then the daughter tells the cops everything what happened, which was sad because there's no amount of time that can actually, fix that memory that she has. But your mom did it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the person that you would never think that would do it to you.
Right. But
that's always the person that you would never think would do that to you. That's what it really is when it comes to things like that. It's always the person that you would never think that would do that to you.
I mean, that's nuts, right?
But no,
I know that happens out here. That's what I'm saying.
The bad part is it's becoming common.
You think it's common?
Yeah.
Oh, you know somebody happened to?
Plenty.
Okay. All right.
I
can't say I know people. I can't say I know people because I work in the field with, I'm counseling, working with children. So I do know what happens.
It's there a lot.
Yeah.
It's there a lot. So you got to understand, like, in a society, why a lot of men are the way they are and a lot of women the way they are, you got to go back into their childhood and be like, how did this happen? How did you get here? And
they screwed up in the head.
They're screwed up in the head by what happened to them.
In their childhood.
But
at 6 years old, I think he needs to be just hung in jail. And
it's just the fact that it's just
6 years old. At 6.
It just needs to be
any guy that wants to have any kind of anything with a 6-year-old or a minor.
No, we gotta go now. Men and women.
Well, this is just the man doing it.
I was just gonna say
she just sold
both of them.
Right.
It's more women. It's a lot of women doing it now too, and that's wild.
I don't know.
It is.
This topic is disgusting. I thought I was gonna be able to slide through it. I'm like,
nah, that's a
crazy.
deep one.
I know it's deep, but I mean, gosh, dang, like that actually happened. Some of y'all actually watching the show right now. You're saying, you know what? It happened to me when I was younger. I was touched. I was abused. And listen, they track it down on all this stuff. You know what I mean? The sex trafficking ring. I think it's pretty bad. You know, another crazy thing. This is funny to me, right? So this is a guy in Utah. This couple was married for 25 years, right? And so the guy in a divorce, you know what all he wants?
What?
He wants the naked pictures and videos that they had. That's
oh, shit.
Can you imagine so you get a divorce and you go into court and you says, Your Honor, all I want is the naked pictures and the videos that we had of her and whatever message she put on there to say, you know, whatever positive message she had when she was in love, whatever. He's like, yeah, I want to remember that message. But it was an album that she had. And the judge grants it.
Because that's the only thing he wanted.
No, but the judge, so she's upset that the judge grant that, hey, that she has to give up the naked pictures and the videos of her.
Did she get everything else?
I don't know.
If she got everything else, what are you complaining for?
But
he done saw all of it already.
So what do you think he wants that for? Can you imagine that? Like, I would pull something like that. Think about it. That's funny. It's like, you know what?
Own it. You own it.
It's like you should take pictures of people now. That way, when you get divorced, you be like, yo, I need these pictures.
So if she ever put it out on social media or whatever, he owned the rights to it.
And so then the judge said, okay, you know what? All right, let the guy, because it's supposedly it's about the image that's on the album. It says let the guy actually have the photo album, but take it to the original photographer to edit some of the pictures so it's not so risque, nude, whatever. And then the guy who edits says, nah, I'm not going to do that. Those are original pictures. So she's like, all right, take it to another photographer. This is what's going on in court about the pictures. What do you think? Is that something you would do? That's something I would do. I think about that. I'm like,
yeah.
Like, I never thought about that.
I want it all.
I think he has something up his sleeve. I think it didn't say why they got divorced. It was 25 years.
Because he said it was an album, so he could probably put it up for sale on OnlyFans or something.
I don't know. I think he has a plan.
Yeah, he probably gonna get money off of it.
That's crazy, though.
She probably do some crazy stuff.
Oh yeah,
yeah, probably. Yeah. He probably had a whole scene.
He probably was I guess she gave it to him as a gift. Who knows? I don't know. But I was thinking, like, you know, what if that happens? What if you get divorced and y'all got naked scenes and nude scenes, and the person says, "Hey, I just need that right there, Your Honor." I want the photo and the videos.
But look, he took something that he knew he was gonna get his money back for.
What's that?
Pictures probably was crazy. He said it was a whole album.
That doesn't say. How much money did he get from them pictures?
OnlyFans is popping.
But depends on what she doing. You gotta be doing something.
Because he probably got other videos and stuff they had at home.
But what I'm saying is,
but he owned them all.
Yeah, but I don't think you're gonna make that kind of money off of those pictures.
I said I'm not making it. I'm just saying making his money back.
Like, if you don't have a name, nobody really cares about you.
Well, no one cares.
Right. That's what I mean. Nobody but
you know, there's girls out here that do that, and they make a nice couple figures of money, and they normal.
Now I'm talking about, like, she probably is not that chick. Is what I'm saying.
We don't know what she look like, so.
Oh, I tell you, she look like she's an alright chick, but it's two white couples. Let me throw that out there. You know what I mean? So, and I think the guy's just being sarcastic. He say, "Listen, I think he wants to."
Think he's being a dick, and he
just
he knew what was going to get under her skin.
Right. That's what I think that's about. And it's like, and she felt embarrassed because the other photographer got to see the new pictures who didn't see her. She's like, I'm embarrassed because that's what's going on in circulation. All this court going on, and all right now is going on. Who get the pictures, and who get the new pictures? And I'm thinking, she probably didn't do nothing sexual great in that, you know. Like, what it is something about if any toys in her butt, anything like that. We don't know what's in it, but whatever it is, I think he wants to use it against her, like down the road. That's what I think he wants to do.
Yeah, that's what He definitely gonna use it against. He gonna be like this. She gonna try to get remarried. All of a sudden, there's gonna be a package for this dude. Like, look at this, bro.
Right. So I think that's the idea. So everybody that's married and in relationships, make videos, and then y'all break up and say, listen, I just want the photo album back.
Right.
I want the photo album back. You know, that's what I look at. But interesting enough, sad. This TikTok user from Mexico, 20 years old, she was killed. I'm like, well, why am I bringing this up? Because I'm looking at how she was killed. Right? She's home. Now, whatever she is, she's famous on TikTok. We're gonna skip the name. We're gonna skip the name right now. But she got like millions of views after she passed. So I'm thinking, okay, I gotta see how this happened. So she's home with her mom. She's 21. She gets a obscene phone call, right? And tells her to come outside. She comes outside. She go outside. They gun her down somewhere down by the corner, something like that. And they find her the next day. Mom said she never came back in the house. I sound like, what? Like,
if you went to the corner, how couldn't you hear the gunfire?
No, what I'm saying is, the mom is saying she, but what I'm saying is, if somebody tell you to come outside, you gonna just come outside? You get what I'm saying? That's my whole point. Like, you're 20 years old, you're on TikTok, you must have made somebody mad. I don't know. It could be anybody. I don't know what it is. And I said, you came out.
The cartel is heavy out there. She's probably messing with one of them dudes. That sound like what it is. Pissed them off.
It's probably going to come out because it didn't come out to the phone call. Who was on the phone, other end of the phone?
Yeah.
We don't know that. But who's just going to go outside or somebody say come outside? That's what I'm saying. If somebody calls you, say, hey, come outside, it's like, it got to be somebody you know.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's like you got to protect yourself. All right, the dumbest thing about this whole thing is that it caught my attention is the cops are saying that we're carrying out the investigation with the utmost secrecy so as not to alert the possible suspect, declared authorities.
You already said that. You already said that.
It's on the news.
It's on the news already.
I'm like, can it get any dumber than that?
Listen, that was a hit.
You think it was a hit?
How you gonna find her the next day on the corner shot up? That don't make no sense.
Listen, man.
If she shot up, and we talking about shot up, and there's more to. All
right, but I just had to mention that because I thought that was crazy. But what I really want to do is I really want to talk on the most trending topic in America right now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We got to touch on Ime Udoka, the coach.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's so many twists and turns to this. Okay. He gets fired as a head coach for having a consensual sexual relationship.
They suspended him for a year, or they just fired him? I thought they suspended him for the season.
Season or year? Pick it. Same thing for the season. Yeah, they suspended him for the whole entire season.
Yeah, they suspended him the whole entire season and took half of his money.
Remember, so he's the head coach of the Boston Celtics. He was here with the Sixers at 1 year, assistant coach. He was the year before, 2 years he was at the Sixers. He's the head coach his first year, takes Boston all the way to the finals. Now the scandal comes out. And you know how this thing came out? I was cracking up, and I was trying to figure out, well, how did this come out? Mind you, for those that's just been living under a rock, right now there's the head coach, former head coach, Boston Celtics, Ida Udoka, who is the fiance of Neil Long. Mm-hmm. That's the whole big thing. She's 51, he's 45.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a sexual relationship with, they said one or two, but people in the Boston Celtics staff with the woman. They said violate protocol. And so they suspended him for the season. I think he'd be fired. I think he'll never come back. They're going to really get rid of him.
What, him?
Yeah.
Because they ain't did nothing to the women. And then the conduct of having relations with anybody.
Well, we don't know what's going on with the women. In fact, they're protecting the women's identity right now. We don't know what's going on. Why? So here's what's pretty interesting, right? Is that they said one of the women he was messing with, her boyfriend, not husband, her boyfriend, actually had a private detective to see what was going on. And then coming to found out that he's messing with him. That's how that started coming out. And then said if they don't pretty much threatened to put the pictures out. And so instead of putting the pictures out, he came and confessed this whole situation. Mind you, this happened in the summertime sometime. And they're just now dealing with it now. And everybody's like, well, how could he cheat on Neil Long? And I laugh at that part.
That's what I be lost about. Like, this girl looks like this, and she looks like that. But what if she's just a pure bitch? What if she's just an asshole?
All right.
What if she's just really?
I forgot to tell you, tone down the cussing on her.
Yeah. So, but I'm just like being real. Like, what if she's just that type of person that's just hard to work with and just difficult? You don't know that. Nia Long been on the scene for a long time and deal with a lot of people. And, a lot of controversial things with her herself. She's been in controversy.
I don't even think that. I think that he didn't plan on being with her long. Now they were house shopping. They have a 10-year-old son together, and they've been engaged since 2010. See, many times you didn't put the ring on this woman's finger since 2010. You don't plan on putting the ring on her finger. And I feel like
you put one, you put the other. You mean?
I feel like it's trouble in paradise over there.
Because it was probably a in and out, back and forth thing. Because, like I said, women, they can make you or break you sometimes when you're in a relationship. They can just suck the energy.
Beating the women up over there, boy.
No, but I'm just not beating them up. I'm just telling the truth. Like, and I'm just saying vice versa. I'm just gonna say it like this, and I'm gonna be politically correct. Male or female, each one can suck the life out of you.
If you let them, definitely.
But if you invest yourself too much, they can.
But technically, isn't he single? Isn't she single? Because don't women like to say, unless you put a ring on it, I'm single?
Yeah.
So technically, what did he do wrong if he's single, right?
Well,
technically, right?
He was in an engagement,
but he wasn't married.
So he was in the steps of being married.
I'm just being funny because I like to brag about if I'm don't have a ring on, I'm single. So I'm just being funny. I mean, but the whole thing is like, so they're protecting the women.
They always gonna protect the women.
And I think nobody's talking about, hey, listen, what is going on with that relationship? Now, supposedly, they found us a little messy. The lady who was on the staff, she was involved with Nia Long's traveling with the Boston Celtics, helped them find their place and everything else. Mm-hmm. So they're not putting her name out there. That's they put all these fake people
then
out
you
there.
Can, if you really want to find out who it is, all you got to do is look up the staff.
They tried that, and the media put all these pictures out. They put one lady that was married, another lady out, and they said both of these ladies were wrong. They put two ladies out, and they said they were wrong. So they're not putting out the person who really is behind it. Mm-hmm. So it had to be somebody with a higher up. Her boyfriend must be higher up, top. You know what I mean? That to protect and to fire him over that. Do you think she should have been fired for that?
Well, in the contract, it says not to have dealings with nobody in the staff. So yeah, you signed the contract, so you gotta abide by the contract at the end of the day.
But that's every job, really. Mm-hmm. You think it'd be? Really fired though? That's what I was thinking about. You actually fired the person?
But it's in his contract, and it's in his contract.
So a lot of women online, they talking about how, when women at a certain age, that's how they get treated. They expect this to happen for them. Nia Long, 51 years old. Nobody's going to ever take her serious.
No.
You? Why do you say no?
Because she probably overlooked her Prince Charming already.
I don't believe that, man.
Because she's in, most people that's in the industry try to date people that's in the industry or whatever. Mostly. Some date normal people, but you got to really think about it. If she wanted a nice guy that was going to be nice there for and all that, Nia Long could have had that years ago. Why she ain't got it? Because she picked the wrong person. Just like any normal person would.
Well, no. I think, now, here's the thing.
Arms, let me ask you a question.
Yeah. Be careful, though, because I don't care what I say.
Okay. Did you pick the wrong person before?
No.
So you always pick the right person?
100%.
So you trying to tell me, like, all right, I'm not saying pick it the wrong person, like, did you date for marriage or did you date to just date these people?
I don't even have a reason. Sometimes I'm just like, I just change my mind. I like to win. Like, that's what I do. I wake up.
So you're just random.
I'm not saying that's a random thing, but like, so what happens is I may feel this way for this season, and then now I feel another way. So that's just like, if I'm in this career. Do you
think the woman helped you get there while you were dating her? That you changed your mind?
Probably not. everybody's situation is different.
Arms.
All right, first of all, you talk to a retired player, so this don't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it will make sense because you're a retired player, but how do you become the time you were playing and the time you retired? It's things didn't happen.
All right, no, you understand. I'm the type of person, in my player days, right?
Yeah, we're talking about your player days.
Okay, let's talk about the player days, okay?
Yeah, we're going to do that.
All right, respectfully, we do it real quick, right? So I would call 5 girls on a Monday and say we're going out on Friday. Till 5 days, right? And on Friday, we're going to pick one. I don't care about the other 4 because I decided which one I'm going to pick. The reason why I did it that way is so my Friday's not going to be ruined. So I'm always going to, so instead of me just picking one, I'm going to pick 5. And then that way, I got 5 options to see what's going to be the best option by that Friday.
Okay, and that's what I mean. What made you not pick the other 4?
Well, it might have been, they might have been busy, might have had to work, or I might have like where they wanted to go. They might have said, oh, I want to go to the art museum. I was like, I don't want to do that. And this person said, well, I want to go do this, so I do that. So, but that's me. I didn't.
But when you were in the actual relationship and you changed your mind, how did that woman affect your mind change?
It didn't. It was just, this is me. If you don't support what I'm doing, I don't think we should go
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But that's exactly where I'm getting at. The reason that you left this woman is because she didn't believe in what you were doing.
Or I might have wanted to do something different. Sometimes the sex is better the other way too.
But that's what I mean.
You may pick and choose and be like,
what made you change your mind?
Because that's what I do. I was a player back then, so I didn't care.
But that's where I'm getting at. It was a reason you didn't pick them.
It's not a real reason. I was just messed up.
No, it's not you.
Nobody really did nothing wrong to me.
Because you got to understand, you were a player and now you're not. So you had to go through all those things to figure out what you wanted at the end.
No.
So you already knew what you wanted.
Sometimes I did. Sometimes I knew what I wanted.
But you said, you just said sometimes.
All right, let me clear this up. I may know what I want. I may want to play with you for a little bit. So I'm going to play with you for a little bit, and then I'm done. That's how I did it.
Okay.
So I knew from the beginning that we were not going to be in a relationship.
Right.
So when you started
thinking
we were going to be in a relationship.
In the beginning, were you dating them for marriage or just dating them?
I don't use the word date. That's your word. I never do no date. Date is like go out to get lunch.
So you were having friendly engagements.
Here's the thing.
We'll call it friendly engagement.
If you're hanging out, what makes it a date?
It's a friendly engagement.
If you're hanging out, what makes it a date?
It's a friendly engagement. A date is actually to take somebody to see if you can take it further.
I don't know.
That friendly engagement, that's two friends going out to have a good time.
I don't believe in any of that. See, your beliefs is different than my beliefs. I don't believe that.
Because you gotta understand which one each is, because that's what a woman's gonna think.
No.
Because she's gonna be like, "Are you dating me? Are you doing this?" Because they are on point of what they want.
And I say, just saying where this thing go. That's how I say. We'll see where it's go. I don't know where it's gonna go.
Friendly engagement.
It ain't gotta be friendly engagement. It's just,
because y'all gonna be friends going out.
Because there's still 6 other women. She just won.
What did you become friends with any of them afterwards?
I'm cool.
Okay, then it's a friendly engagement.
Well, no, it ain't. No.
So y'all had a friendly engagement. So just like me taking a friend of ours that's a woman out to like the bar or whatever, but we ain't dating. That's a friendly engagement.
No, it's called I want to smash.
No, I don't gotta smash everybody.
But that's the whole thing.
No, I don't have to
do that. You gotta play your role. You gotta play your role so you can smash. That's how that happens.
No, you don't got. I don't touch everybody.
All right,
I don't touch everybody.
Okay, you talking about me though? I ain't talking about you.
So you took them out
to smash.
Yeah,
I ain't want to smash.
So, okay,
I ain't want nothing from them. Just want to smash.
Okay, so a woman considered that a date. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
I'm just going by. I'm saying this because
you're
saying your side, but the other person on the other side is saying something totally different. That's why you might get a little argument.
Well, because women meet the guy and say, "Oh my God, I just met this guy. He's gonna be my husband." And the guys, we talking like, "Yo, I just met this girl.
She got fat.
I'm trying to smash." That's what I was saying. Right. So for me, I'm not the best example though to use because I really did not care. You know what I mean? I was really a true player back in the day. I really didn't care.
So what made you want to get married?
What you mean? Family, everything else, but that's a whole other discussion. Before we get in that, I want to talk about the baby and because we run out of time. I want to talk about the baby and Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to ride the time, because we can't talk about it next week. It's going to be all over the place.
Right.
But he put out the song called Boogeyman, and he said he smashed Megan Thee Stallion.
Before she got shot.
Before she got shot, and the day before she was shot. Everything. And his lyrics, it was dope. Because he said, wait to say that ish on my next album. Hit it the day before too, but I kept it player. I ain't say nothing about it. Had her pretty boyfriend tweaking me, ready to die, about to be like a coward. Told you and don't play. Now you're gonna have to handle me. I poked the mother effing bear. I'm an animal. I was just like, is it that he's telling that what he did, or is it that he's telling what he did, or is it that does somebody make him mad? You know what I'm saying?
I think
because it's like
I think somebody probably ran their mouth and he ran his.
Yeah, I think it went left, right?
It went left, and someone didn't wanted to go right.
Right. So it's crazy, right?
Because someone in the middle, Megan in the middle, and she got
Tory got to feel this big though, right? Because you spending time with this chick, you online with this chick.
But what was the argument really about in that car?
No, we don't know. Because they said it was something about the girlfriend. But here's the thing: you spending time with this chick all over the internet with this chick, not knowing your man here smash. This boy, he over here smashing.
Because Tory Lanez said he hit. Megan said he didn't. So
no,
but she ain't denied.
No. Oh, I mean Tory Lanez, yeah.
Tory Lanez, she denied Tory Lanez, but she ain't denying the baby.
So,
but I'm just.
So she had a set during the iHeartRadio Music Festival, and she responded to the baby, right? Megan Thee Stallion. She addressed it, and she pretty much says, "Look, I don't know about y'all, but I love my body. I do what I want with my body when I want to with my body, with who I want to with my body, because it's who my body. It's a whole lot of who my body. So pretty much she says, I do what I want my body. It's my body, and I can do it. And she didn't deny the whole thing. So now I'm like, oh, this really gets good. She didn't say the baby's lying. She didn't say the baby. She says, I do what I want with my body with who I want and do what I want.
So what was Tory Lanez and the baby really beefing about? He was hitting her.
Right.
They was beefing before that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it is what it is.
All right. To get back to your point, yeah, you get married because of love. So I fell in love and got married. Yeah. That's how that works. But I did at the end. We didn't have time to talk about it. So that's why I had to slide off of it on you, because now the show is over. It's season 2, episode 75 in the books. Billionnear Radio, baby, sponsored by Alpha for You. That's it. We out.
We out.
Billions.
Billions.